Okay guys, we're going to talk about this pattern I have here, and we're continuing talking about Ezekiel chapter 4. Remember before, guys, we talked about I was telling you about this tile. Well, I drew another tile, and basically a tile is a brick, and you draw New Jerusalem on it. So that's what this is here. It also helps with the wind. But guys, what I believe we're looking at is in Ezekiel chapter 4, there are two prophecies. One is 390 days, and we established the fact that from the beginning of Esther's preparation to the Day of Atonement 2017 is exactly 390 days. I have the other video on that. If you haven't seen it, watch it. And then there's another 40 days for Judah. And so what we're talking about is right here. Ezekiel 4:6, and when you have accomplished them, lie again on your right side, and you shall bear the iniquity of the house of Judah 40 days. I have appointed a day for each year. So, so here we have 390 days, and we have 40 days. Guys, what I began to observe here is that this is actually a pattern of 40 days. So one of the things about when you do a 360-day calendar, which, you know, the Bible has, there's ways of doing intervals of things. And we know that in the scriptures there's a lot of times it talks about 40 days. Moses was 40 days twice going unto the mount. Elijah was 40 days on the food from the angel. The Lord Jesus was 40 days in the wilderness. And then also, as we know, God appointed them 40 years for 40 days and wandering in the wilderness. So 40 has to do with number of testing. But guys, I began to see a schedule, and that's what I'm going to share with you here. This is not to make you dizzy, by the way. It's just the pattern and sequence of how this works, okay? And as you know, I always draw the things that, you know, are schedules or calendars or clocks or timepieces. I always draw them, okay? So what you begin to observe is that if you take a 40-day interval, you'll find that there are 9 of them 40-day intervals in 1 year, okay? And basically what you do is you have a 360-day year, all right? And the way by which I believe this ends is the 9th of Av. So if you go from the 9th of Av, that would actually complete this cycle. But it's very simple how it works, okay? You skip certain months. You skip the 4th month, you skip the 8th month, and you skip the 12th month. Then all the other months of the year are 40-day intervals. I'll give you an example. The 9th of Av we know was very significant last year. And that's why I'm doing this video, guys, to point out the 9th of Av is very significant again. That's why I'm suggesting that some of these may actually be a schedule where things take place, okay? So we saw that last year. We'll be watching that again this year, okay? Then 40 days later, it's the 6th month and 19th day. This is just a few days after Esther's preparation. Esther's preparation is the 6th month and 15th day, okay? But this falls right on the solar eclipse. This is for the solar eclipse right here. That's why I'm pointing that out. Now, if you go back to the 3rd month and 29th day, this we are also watching. I didn't share this publicly. We were watching this date, guys. In the Jewish calendar, that was Pentecost. But that was the day, guys, of the Orlando shootings. It happened at night on June the 11th, but June the 12th is this date. Because remember, when the sun goes down, it's the next day. So that fell right here. There are other things within this that are also in close proximity. The Brussels attacks was right here on the 1st month and 9th day, okay? And also there are solar eclipses and lunar eclipses in close proximity to many of these dates as well, guys. For example, this one is the one in spring, where it took place on the 8th day. And there are other ones as well. But how it works is this, is you start off in the 5th month, and then you go, you can see there's a 9 in the center here. So all the dates end with 9s, okay? So you start with the 5th month, 9, and there's a 0. So that's the 9th day of the 5th month. And then you come to the 6th month, and you can see there's a 1, okay? So, and then you have 1, 9. So that's the 6th month and 19th day, okay? And you come around to the 7th month, and there's a 2. So you put the 2 in front of the 9. Now you got the 7th month and 29th day, okay? So that completes that first cycle right here. Then what you do is you go around to, you skip the 8th month, there's no 8th month, then you come to the 9th month. In the 9th month you have the same thing, you have 9 here, but it's a 0. So that's the 9th day of the 9th month. 10th month, and then you see a 1, so that's the 19th. And then 11th, 29, and then it goes around again to the 1st month. And the 1st month is here. And the 1st month and 9th day, the 2nd month and the 19th day, the 3rd month and the 29th day. Then after the 3rd month, it goes around again back to the 9th of Av. And so what I'm suggesting is that these are testing periods. I don't know if all the periods in the Bible fell into this particular schedule, but what I believe, guys, is when we're looking at Judah being judged, there are many intervals of time, okay? And so these may be things that we should watch for. Many of you may go through testings or things that you have to pass this. You're in a 40-day testing period, and then you pursue it till the end until you pass the test and you gain the victory, okay? So guys, this is something we're just watching for. I just wanted to do a quick video on this, draw it out. This is how it looks. This is not meant to be, you know, anything confusing or satanic or anything like that, guys. It's just a schedule. And we can see that, you know, it's an interval of 40 days, okay? So guys, that's what I believe we have in Ezekiel 4. So remember, Ezekiel 4 talked about the tile. It talked about the pan, drawing New Jerusalem. So we're just continuing that work, guys. And wanted to share this here for any of you that are watching. What you would have to do is you would have to convert these dates to the Gregorian dates to see when they are. Okay, but the 9th of Av is the 23rd of July. Okay, just to give you that one, I know, but that's a significant date, guys. And then it's going to lead to Esther's preparation, okay? Now there's other significant things here, but this is the point of this video. We're watching the 9th of Av, and we're also watching very, very closely all these events coming up in the 6th month and the 7th month. This is the stuff when it's really going to go down. And guys, if you don't believe me and you don't believe my message, just watch, okay? I don't know what this is. This is just a schedule. I'm just sharing it with you. But watch if the 6th seal doesn't transpire right before your eyes, okay? And that's going to happen in the 7th month. Then you will know that not only are we on a schedule of time, but all the interpretations I'm giving you are accurate, and they will continue, okay? So I say that to all my doubters and skeptics and people that come on here and mock me. I'm sure you're going to mock this. I don't care. You know, these are things that are happening, whether you're blind and ignorant or you're watching. We're just watching for his coming, okay? So guys, we'll have some more soon, and we have some more exciting things to share, all right?